I'm Andrew Wulfeck, and I'm here to give you a special report on special needs groups during disasters. Well, you don't have to have a medical condition to fall under one of the special needs group. Your social status can play a role on whether or not you fall into one of these groups. Now, to fall into a special needs group, you could have a visual impairment, you could have dementia, or you simply could just speak no English. Any of these can make you fall into the special needs group and therefore require extra assistance during a disaster. Now, if you do have one of these special needs, it's best to contact your local fire management or your emergency management office before a disaster strikes so that you can get recognized and they can recognize you before a disaster happens. Now, as for how many people fall into this group within the United States, very many people do. Up to about 27% of aged 65 or older citizens qualify for some physical impairment, and if you combine that with all the other categories, it certainly is a large percentage of the U.S. population. It is estimated that 1/4 of the United States does have some disability and would need some extra help if a disaster strikes. At one point in our lives, 80% of us will need some help because of a disability during some point of our lives. So if you do have a disability, make sure you're ready to evacuate because you will be likely first to do so. You will also want to check your home for hazards as well as stock up on any necessary medications. Now, as for government, they also have roles to do for the special needs. They have to know where they are, they have to stockpile any necessities for those special people, and they also have to abide by all federal disability rights and regulations. Specifically, the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 prohibits FEMA from discriminating against people with disabilities, including employment. Now, because of this special rule, they have to set up emergency shelters that can accommodate people with disabilities. These have oxygen as well as electricity. And the good thing is about these certain shelters is that because they're so equipped, they also can handle emergencies that healthy people and people without disabilities have. People with disabilities, it is important that you keep all medical information near you at all times, before, during, and after the storm. Here are my works cited sources for this project.